Hello everyone, and welcome back to Your Broken Galaxy. So today I'm going to be asking the really thought-provoking questions. What if Elan Sleazebaggano rethought his life? So, in episode 2, Obi-Wan ends up going into some crazy nightclub, and this guy, who's obviously got to be super high, offers the Jedi Master some mushrooms, okay? And that's legit. The D-sticks are made from a fungus. So Obi-Wan's like, go rethink your life, pal. And this guy, whose literal name is Elan Sleazebaggano, right? That is not a joke. That is what George Lucas named this guy. He ends up going back home and really rethinking his life, okay? It's like he's weak-minded, but he's not weak-minded all the time, only when he's on the sticks. But Obi-Wan got to him when he was on the sticks. So Sleazebag, he goes back to his homeworld Balasar, and he's like, hey, fellow Balasarians, we gotta stop making these unlawful pharmaceuticals here. And this guy puts in crazy work in order to clean up his homeworld. And people start listening, okay? He ends up being a famous activist in the war on drugs. But unlike in America, on Balasar's war on drugs, the drugs actually lose. So after a year of mad work, this guy gets nominated for political office and finds himself as senator for the entire planet. So, it's partway through the Clone Wars here, and Sleazebaggano has got some insane, momentum. He is a powerhouse in the Senate. He is doing good for the people of the galaxy, but he knows he's not qualified, to speak out on the war, okay? But as far as crime and drugs go, he is pulling his weight, he is getting stuff done, and all the other alien senators are like, man, Sleaze boy, he's the bomb. So, Palp Daddy is like, I need more power to continue the war. And Sleazy G's like, no, you don't. No. You don't need any more power. We need to talk to these separatists. And he ends up joining Organa and Padme and all the other people that want to see an end to all the fighting. So Anakin ends up finding out the Palpoid is a Sith Lord, right? He goes back to the Jedi Temple. And while he's there, Sleazeball is talking to Mace Windu about some new Say No to Spice campaign that he has planned. And he overhears the Jedi saying, the Sith's in charge. So Sleazy's like, Master Mace, man, I gotta go with you to arrest this guy as a representative of the Senate. And Mace is like, yeah, that's good thinking. Maybe it isn't good to have 4 space wizards with laser swords try and overthrow a duly elected official. So they roll up in there, and it kind of goes down like in the movies. Mace is like, you're under arrest. And Palpatine is like, are you threatening me, Master Jedi? And Mace is like, the Senate will decide your fate. And Palpatine's like, I am the Senate. And so Sleaze Lord comes strutting in from behind Mace with a news crew. And he's like, oh, no, you aren't. And suddenly all these drone cameras come around, and they're outside the windows and in the hallways. And they're capturing everything. And Palpatine is like, oh no, my only weakness, incredibly cheap and reliable cameras that can easily record all of the audio and video evidence to prove I was the mastermind behind a galactic civil war in which I was actually the supreme commander of both sides, leading to the death and desolation of hundreds of worlds and billions of lives. I mean, seriously, is there no surveillance in the Star Wars universe? So anyway, Sheev knows that he's lost, okay? But he draws his lightsaber, and instead of attacking the Jedi, he wants to take down Sleazebo. So he jumps over at him with his sabers drawn, and instead of just standing there like total losers, the Jedi Masters all just simultaneously force push Palpatine into the wall, crushing his spine. And he gets arrested, and then he gets executed for crimes of treason against humanity and sentience and all that garbage, right? So, before Palp was defeated, he actually was able to stab Sleazor, though. And he's hurt real bad, but the Jedi use the Force. They end up getting him to a hospital to make him better. Just he full recovery. 100%. It's great. So, Palpatine is now dead, and Elan Sleazeman is the hero of the Republic. He's the winner of the war on drugs, savior of the Clone Wars, and he ends up being elected the Supreme Chancellor of the Republic. Bum, 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 bum. So that, my dear friends, is what would happen if Elan Sleazebaggano rethought his life. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and all that garbage.